Hi guys, it's Chrissy with Chrissy's Divine Design Tarot, and today we are doing a reading of a pick a card. We're going to do a telepathic connection, a past life connection, and a dreamscape connection. So if you want to go by the gem, this is the ruby, the black Alaskan diamond, and the opal. So you can choose that way as well, or by first, second, or third card. So let's get started. Okay, we have card one, and this is the telepathic connection that you are here for. So let's just see what kind of messages you have with this person you may be talking to telepathically. Wondering where they are, if they haven't already shown up, that is. The power of love is like a magnet drawing souls together. So there is a lot of strength between your bond. This is kind of telling me that this is a really magnetized type of energy, and you may have even magnetized yourself into having this profound uh, type of energy that's specific for this person that you are conversing with, that it's to draw them and only them in. So that might be interesting to maybe having a just try it out as in a I want to say an experiment or whatever you want to do. There is a test about the strength and weaknesses of this connection. So maybe trying different things, one may work, whereas one may not be so strong. So magnetizing yourself, and maybe um, having it where it's about love, of course. Love is the highest frequency. So, but having that strength of the magnetism might be what is called for. So maybe it's through the lunar phases, maybe it is through the power of crystals, or whatever it is that you feel can help you magnetize yourself to this connection. And perhaps even through this telepathic conversation you may have, and make it specific of this person that's for you and only you, that you are meant to connect with in this lifetime. So make it something that is really profound, really powerful, and whoever's meant to show up for you will, especially if you are connected telepathically. So test yourself even. Maybe you're going to be tested when it comes time of whether how strong this is for lessons, or the strength and weaknesses of this connection through this telepathic um, conversation. So interesting. I feel like test yourself. Maybe this is having to do, I'm kind of getting for some of you out there that this may be a test of your belief system as well. So, what you believe in and how strong the faith is in this connection of communication, and whether you believe in yourself enough and this ability you have. And this may be practicing to get better and better at it. So let's just see here. Ah, a barrier. So find ways around the obstacles to find the happiness. So this is on the fence, and you're wondering if this maybe there is a barrier that's keeping you from this. Maybe it has to do with clearing your chakras. Try different ways of doing things where you're trying to clear away those chakras. Ask for guidance, ask for help in clearing away things. Ask for that connection to be stronger for this telepathic connection. Let's just see what else is showing up. What is this barrier? What is it that you feel is maybe you're not getting an answer, or you're feeling this barrier, or you're wondering if there's a barrier here. What is this? Oh, maybe you're not seeing certain synchronicities that you are meant to see here. Um, they have. Okay, so I'm just going to read the card. It says divine soul matches have amazing moments of synchronicity. So there might be some things you're not seeing. Maybe you're meant to find certain things on the ground. Maybe you are meant to have a memory of something when you find something in particular that you've felt you lost over time, or whatever the case is. Nothing is a coincidence. And if you are looking for those things, you're bound to see them. So it may be something that wouldn't be very significant for someone else, but for you, it may mean something pretty profound. All right. All true soul connections involve challenges that can be overcome together. So, when you do come together, you're going to be quite the power force, is what I'm getting. Between the two of you, you will be able to navigate things a lot easier based on this connection of telepathy. So, let's just see what else shows here. Embrace what fate has in store for you. So there may be some challenges that you are fated to go through with this person. And because this connection you have, these challenges may feel less than most people feel because you are connected in such um, a cool way. Like, whereas some people can't read the other person very well, or feel what they're feeling, or seeing what they're feeling, or however it is that you are picking up on this telepathic connection. I feel like for others, it's more of a challenge than it is for you. And if you embrace what is fated here, it's it's not going to be such a challenge. And it's if even if there's challenges, you're going to be able to overcome them quite easily because you are going to feel or hear or see or however um, however you pick up in your clairs um, this person and this telepathic connection where you have this communication with this person that nobody else knows about or sees. Now, all seekers of truth will experience confusion. Ask the universe to provide the answers you need. So, not everybody understands what telepathy is. And I guess you could say, if you really don't know, it is the ability to communicate with somebody else. And the thing is it's, hmm, how do I put that? It's almost like has something to do with the belief system and the ability that you have, and it's having the faith in all of this that you and your belief system. It all comes full circle. It's an ability. Everybody can do these things, but some come easier to others than some people just don't get it. Okay. But if you're believing in yourself, you are believing you can do this, you are believing that spirit is there, you have all of that, it's going to be much easier. And the whole idea is knowing that other people can do this as well. So it's not something that can't be obtained. And by practicing, you might find where you write things down and maybe there's a question and you may have the same answers. And you know what I mean? And it's going to be a conversation that you have with this person. All right, let go. Some things are best let go and let the universe work it out in divine timing. Okay, so maybe this is, you're both, maybe even both are wondering about when this is going to happen. And there might be reasons why this hasn't come together. Somebody doesn't realize, I'm getting for some of you out there, you have been talking with somebody telepathically. You both know there's somebody out there you're talking to. You may not know who it is, but when you meet, it's going to be so explosive when you come in contact with this person. Um, that you're both going to realize who each other is. Okay, so letting go of time constraints or uh, navigating this yourself, trying to put it into um, how you're going to go out and you're going to find this person, you're going to look for them, or it doesn't really work that way. So that could be where some confusion lies for some people. Divine timing, it's when spirit feels it's the right time. And it's usually when you're not concentrating on that at all, it's when you are concentrating on you and you alone about what you're doing for your life and however you're trying to better your life or whatever you're trying to do to make that best life come to fruition. So it is a definite thing here for some of you. It is showing up as telepathy. So, and this might tell you, some of you, if you're confused about what it means, close soul connections, harmoniously synchronized, reenactment of telepathic moments. So that really doesn't tell you what this is. The best way of putting it would be to Google it. AI will come up with a meaning, and it might be better to go that way than me try to explain it and maybe not not explain it well enough where it's yeah. Anyhow, if you want, check it out and see, and then you kind of know what it means to you. Even it may mean different things to people, right? So clarity, yeah, it's going to give you the clarity and the moments to think about your situation and figure it out. So interesting enough, with the clarity card here, maybe you need to clarify what telepathy is. And everybody has a different way of seeing things. Okay, so you may see this differently than someone else might see this, and by getting that meaning, it's going to help you figure out what it means to you, okay, and what your perception is of what telepathic connections are about, okay? Ooh, yeah. Usually involves a twin flame. Telepathy and twin flame usually go hand in hand. It's that recognizing each other's souls, which is part of it. Twin flames themselves contain an aspect of each other's personality. So you may connect really well on those things that you share together, that you both do. It may be things you have in common when it comes to things like this. It is a bit of a mirroring, and understanding what twin flame is and what telepathy is. It's it really is a higher type of connection because of all of the things that you have together. You're going to feel what they feel, or think what they feel. You may have similar experiences, interests, and values, and usually has something to do with spirituality. Um, you really do yearn for each other, to be around one another, and you usually end up having an ego breakdown in terms of who you are and humble and being humble. Okay. Um, you're often on each other's minds. So it's really profound, and the energy exchange between you, you're gonna feel that person, um, and maybe even speak to them before you actually see them with your physical eyes. So it's really profound. Um, heart. You start to feel your heartbeat faster as you get closer to one another. Yeah, everything changes. You're like, it's almost like you recognize that person that drives by. You know who they are before they even go past your house. You're picking up on their energy as they're getting closer to you, and you might look out your window to see if it's who you think it is, or that you know it is, if that makes sense. So, all right, observe. Notice all the noteworthy things in your relationship, and this is part of that telepathic communication. You notice things that most people don't about your relationship. Okay. and the universe is guiding you towards that special someone. Just let everything take its course. So it's a matter of not forcing anything, not having time constraints. It's not about you have to get married and have children by a certain age. It's not this big hurry to jump into this connection. It's actually quite go with the flow type of energy. It's day by day and being in the moment. It's not about the past or the future. It's about right now, which really makes a difference. And being open to it, being open to receiving divine guidance in this relationship is going to be a key here. It really does make a difference to know that whatever spirit's bringing in for this, you're going to know about. Spirit's going to be kind of communicating this to you uh, throughout this connection. All right, let's find out what these initials may be for you when it comes to this connection with this telepathic connection you have with this person and what it might be for their first, middle, or last name. We have a T, an I, and an E. Okay, so I like this because this is kind of showing all the elements of a telepathic connection. The timing, cycles end and new things begin. And it's saying that it's coming soon. So, and to do it now. So, whatever, don't put it off, do it now. Inspiration, creative projects, expressing yourself, and act on your ideas. This may be how you end up coming together. Now, essence, heart and soul, core values, your inner truth. And this is another thing that you're going to be able to feel with this person. And isn't this interesting? Tie is what I'm getting, tie connection, like a tie soul connection. It's tied together. It's interesting that that's coming up for me, but I noticed that right away. So, um, maybe they're going to be wearing a tie. I don't know. Maybe their name is Ty. I don't know. You'll know when you meet this person. So, anyways, this is what I have for the first card and the ruby and for the gem. So, for the telepathic connection. All right, you guys, take care, and I'll see you on the other side if you go on to the next reading. Hi guys, this is your card two, the Black Alaskan Diamond, and this is your reading for the past life connection. So, you may be wondering, do you have somebody that you've had a past life with? Chances are they may be good, especially if there are things that you remember about life that you don't know where you got from. You just seem to know these things. And it's not that you learned it anywhere or along the way, it's just things that you know that you know. You don't know how you know them, you just know them. Chances are you've been here before. All right. It was in the time of wars and battles. So is this World War One? Could be. Now that isn't that long ago. Is this before then? Possibly. There's been a lot of wars fought over the years. Um, some that are more documented than others. Let's see, trees and Greek and Roman times. So Greece. I'm getting hmm, Greco-Roman. Hmm. Now there's certain rulers that have come through here. I feel like there was most of the land were treed with trees, forested, and this I'm getting like I don't know. I'm getting it's really got nothing to do with that. Roman, mind you, it could be. It's almost like Robin Hood. I don't know. I'm getting Robin Hood here, and then I'm getting more than one war or battle that's happened here uh, in different countries. So this may be more than one lifetime that you've had with this person. Oh, okay. So let's just get one more. Lessons and blessings. Okay. There was lessons or a blessing that came in. Now, seeing a baby is a blessing to some, and some it's a lesson. Now, back in the day of these times, a lot of people died from having children. So, okay, let's just see. Okay, this is the time of Atlantis. So it looks like we're going backwards here in times. It's like this is like three for me, three different lifetimes you've had. Why I'm getting it like that? Because usually it's one, two, and then another one if there is one, but I'm getting like there's three already. Now Atlantis is said to be underwater so far. Ooh, and you are okay, so you are a star seed. No wonder you're shining so bright. When you have a lot of people that you may not know what you've done to anybody. It's just your existence. It's the light that shines through your soul that everybody loves. You are somebody that loves hard. You fight for other people. You fight for animals. You fight for all of it. You and the earth. You are one of those people that's fairly rare, is what I'm getting, because not everybody shows up like you do. You show up in a way that nobody can really relate to because um, of the rare seed that you are. Now, there are different seeds, of course, and Starseed is one of them. And for all the seeds, they all come from space. And if I didn't know if you knew that, but there's a moon seed, there's a love seed, there's a whole bunch of different seeds you can be. And you come from different areas of the universe to become this. So, and I like this because it feels like you're there just to shine your light. You bring this powerful sense to people of very approachable. You might get life stories. And your person, I feel, is really going to be connected to you or know it's you. I don't know why I'm getting that. They're going to know by your light. And it's going to be a frequency that is really profound. Oh, so you may be leaving or going on a trip here. Now, this might be somebody that's already made a reservation or is already looking or thoughts of doing something for travel that you're going to do this year. Okay. Let's see what else I'm getting. Oh, okay. So, in one of your lives, you may have been a monk or a nun. Now, that would be pretty common. Um, I want to say back in this day here, there was a lot of, I'm getting friars and they're just that whole, I don't know, I'm getting that Robin Hood type feel that's really coming through on this. So you may have been, you were somebody that was, I'm getting spirit. You are acting for spirit, a spirit connection that you had. This is having a relationship with God or with spirit, whatever your nationality is, okay, or your religion, I mean. So, and nationality may play a part of that, of where you came from or where you lived. And I'm getting like England and I don't know why I'm getting it there. Is that where I'm getting maybe that's where Robin Hood's from? I don't know. It's interesting. And then I'm getting like here is like the oh God, why can't I think of the name? It's just it was right there. He's wearing that leaf thing. Oh, Caesar, that's what it is. I'm getting like the time of Caesar, when they built the Colosseums, and I'm seeing the fighting and everything going on. So, are you going to Greece, or you're going to England, or maybe it's the UK? I don't know. That part of the world, anyway, up in that area. I'm getting like you might be fascinated by the sea as well, with Atlantis being under the water. I don't know why water is playing such a big thing for me. It's almost like maybe you're going on a cruise. Maybe that's what's showing up for me. Or when you arrive at your destination, you're going to be going on water, a cruise on water, or a catamaran, or a I don't know. Maybe you're going from one spot to another. You go by air, then you go by boat, or something along those lines. Maybe you're taking a train. Make sure you're, make sure you're, for the timing, don't miss the boat, don't miss the train, or make sure you're paying attention to time. Time is a big factor here for this. I'm gonna crack the deck one more time. Ooh, okay. So it looks like I'm almost feeling like this may have something to do with over here as well. Um, you may have been having to leave the area because of prosecution or an inquisition, having to do is it with your nationality or timing, something to do with when you get there. I don't know. There's something to do with a law being broken in this time, in this when you meet your person, you both go leaving the area, and you might help each other on this. When you may have been part of a church at one point, at one of your lifetimes, you may be very feeling very connected to spirit. Maybe you're very religious, or you were, or now you're more spiritual, but there's this big religious tie to this. It may have been when about religion that got you in trouble, or your person. So interesting enough, you had to leave the area in these times. You did have a baby with this connection. This was either a lesson or a blessing to you in the time of Atlantis. I want to take the tarot here. Let's clarify a couple things here. What was this prosecution and acquisition here? Oh, okay. There's a lot of excitement going on here. And the Four of Cups in reverse. Your self-awareness is right on point. There's an end of the delay. There's the timing coming through on this. You're choosing your happiness. You're leaving the area. There's a life purpose you're meant to do here. You're meant to shine your light. This is kind of showing me this is where this is coming from. Wow. Okay. So you are definitely following a passion of this connection. All right. King. Oh no, Knight of Cups. Okay, so I'm getting with this at the time that you leave, this isn't into effect yet. You are going towards your passion, which may not be this person as of yet. There's a lot of excitement going on here about having to leave, and you are booking it to that place. You haven't met this person yet, though. With this Knight of Cups here in reverse, this is kind of uh, somebody was emotionally unavailable, or there's some disappointments going on here. Um, may even be jealousy going on. Yeah, there was arguments here. There was arguments, and it may not have included you. This person isn't even looking at romance when they get on this train or however they're escaping this area. So they're arguing with somebody here. Ah, there was another person involved here, or this is the three of you. Once, let's see, the Hermit. You're not alone. You're not alone. There's three people here. The baby might be part of this. There's a breakthrough here, some clarity. Okay, and this is the new person that you meet. This is okay, you may have met them in after Atlantis is way before. And I feel like with the galactic here, this isn't when you met them either, or maybe you never met them or had a chance to have a relationship. It may have been later on. I'm getting it's later on in life here. Here it's with somebody new that you may have had a baby with before you meet your person. Yeah, you may have been married. There's yeah, your other option. There's another option here. Yeah, this is somebody that was guided in. Maybe you chose someone over them. So it starts off with this for galactic, you come in, okay, and you're shining your light. That is your purpose. However, in the Atlantis days, you may have married somebody else, somebody new to you. This may have been the first encounter that you've had with this person that was guided in, but they were seen as a different option, somebody new to you. Let's just see. Is this your first encounter with them? Yeah, there it is. This is when you partner up on first life. I'm getting your first life you have with them. It's new to both of you. Let's see about here. Yeah, you take a leap of faith. This is interesting because you're very excited about this person. There's energy exchange here. However, there's a lot going on at that time that where you're needing to leave the area. Yeah, look at that. That betrayal. Somebody's turned you in, or is you're getting chased or caught at Robin Hood days. I don't know, maybe you stole from the rich to give to the poor. I don't know why that's coming in like that. Yeah, and you may not have wanted to leave at first, but you had to leave. Yeah, you're making plans to go. You didn't want to, but you have to. Somebody's, yeah, I don't feel like it's the two of you. I don't feel like it's you that turned this person in or that they turned you in. However, it could be because there is some type of betrayal here, but I don't feel like that. I feel like this is because this is two lives, it seems to go the same way somehow. In both of these lives where somebody's betrayed you and wants to get you caught. Now, this may be because they want to take a leap of faith with your person instead. Yeah, there's no choices here. You have to leave. I feel like and you're leaving together. Look at this. You get married, at this time. Once again, whether you get married or you're together, I feel like marriage is a big thing. It's very traditional back then, even maybe not so much, but in these lives, you still got married to the same person. Somebody betrays you both, though. You both have to leave in both of these lifetimes here. And now this is coming to, this is way before this even before you even have a baby, with this person. Let's see about this, argument here. Because, there's some leaving, from space to come here. You sign up for things. Oh, this is your emperor. This is your person you're supposed to do these lifetimes with. Okay, and you know that you're going to meet up eventually. Okay, so I'm getting with this is not, yeah, you are making this a priority. I was going to say it wasn't much of a priority. Maybe you had to multitask for this to happen, but there are the loving words coming in. And with the Five of Wands, there's some reconciliation that happens here. Yeah, look at that. There was feeling unloved. This reconciliation comes in. What's going on? Okay, so there were some arguments here, and there's that equal give and take. Somebody's got to bend. It had to do with money, financial, there's strength here, and manifesting. So, and this may even be to bring this back together, which it does. Yeah, they end up coming back. So I do like that. It looks like you've had two, three, and then your first journey. Yeah, with the Seven of Swords in reverse. This is a confession of the truth or having a conscience. And this is a revealing of regret about maybe words that were spoken. Yeah, and not coming after you the first time. I feel like there was fights going on here or something wasn't matching up. Somebody maybe needed to listen more to their intuition. So it looks like you come together every lifetime, though, for the long term. So interesting enough, you've had four different lifetimes with this person, and there's still a lot of love coming through on this. You get married each time, happy home, long-term relationship that you sign up for in every lifetime with the same person. All right, let's see. We do have H, an S, and a G, and an X. So, this may be an X from this lifetime that you end up coming back together with, or there is somebody that you choose over this person and get back together with the right person. Somebody, this is your first encounter here after you've signed up for your connection. This is the first time you meet this person. There's mutual attraction in every time. You count your blessings. The baby is your blessing. This is a lot of abundance you have. Now, X could be just a strong friendship, um, diplomatic solution, or having guests. And this may be how you meet your person. There might have been arguments going on that they step in and have your back on. Is what I'm getting. Serendipity, fated connection. Yeah, happy accident. They come in to help you with something. Now, it could have been an ex that came back around in this time because I feel like you break up and you come back together. It's fated to come back together. Now, hope, keeping the faith, don't give up, expect a miracle. And there's the miracle in the next lifetime as well. So I feel like you do show up for one another in each and every lifetime, help one another get to where you need to go. And you show a lot of great gratitude here. You have a lot of hope and faith, and you feel this connection is fated to come together. And you may even have a really good, strong friendship with one another before you actually have this connection, or there's always been that element of romance in it, even if you had to be friends at first. Uh, Interesting enough, I don't know why that's coming through the way it is, but that is your second reading on lifetimes and past lives with this particular person. All right. You have had several lifetimes with them. So, if this is where I see you into the next reading, or if you are leaving, have a good one, and we'll see you next time. Later. Okay, so this is card three with the opal diamond. And let's get into the dreamscape for you. Now, this could be out of body experience in the spiritual realm, which is called astral projecting. So, this is when you're in a dream state of traveling to other places through the spiritual realm while you are dreaming or sleeping. And we don't really sleep, we dream, or our souls can uh, go out of body and go other places. So let's just see what shows up for you. All right. Exceptionality. You may have chosen a space here. Ah, people may be uncertain of this connection. It's almost like you know exactly, like if you had a map on the table, you could point at it or throw a dart at it and land on it. And this is almost like you go there quite frequently. This is I feel like with this it's something to do with feeling recharged or it's almost like you are you horseback riding to this place or you go there to horseback ride. There's something to do. Is this a farm? What is this? This is I'm getting somewhere that's peaceful, tranquil, nurturing to the soul. Oh, this is your roots. This may be where you grew up or a place you like to go visit. Maybe it was a friend's house that had a farm or animals. This is a place that you know well. You would find it anywhere. Yeah, you spent a lot of time here in your youth or in a certain time frame of your life that were really good memories. Really good memories. Oh, you may have even gone sailing. Maybe you had a boat. Maybe you went on a cruise. Maybe you just lived by the water. Maybe you saw a lot of boats or a marina. It's almost like it's very serene. So maybe there was wild horses there. Wow, you love this place. This might even be where you met your first love, or this is the person, this connection may be in this dream state of this connection coming together every time you visit this place. Wow, there's a lot of wealth here. So this may even mean this is somebody you're thinking of proposing to or will be proposed to. They may even be thinking about a ring, a marriage. Maybe they've put this space. This is maybe where you meet up with this person in this dream space. It's not down the beaten path that everybody knows. This is somewhere that's kind of not everybody knows about this place. Hmm. Maybe where you played music. I'm getting, this might be a place where you either made music or listened to music You associate music to this somehow. You may have even had to wear a special type of shoes or had to fly to get there. It's almost like being quick on your feet. I don't know what that means. That might mean something somebody you maybe had to wear certain shoes, maybe to get on the boat. Wow, this was a sweet moment in your life. Maybe you had a lot of candy at this time, or there was certain things you could get there that you couldn't get anywhere else. That's maybe a sweet that they make, or chocolate, or something that is known for the sweets that they have there. Money. This is a place that you are meant to go to. I feel like this is like the exception to the rule. And what I mean by that is you may not have known that this is somewhere you're going to until you actually have a dream that you wake up and you write down, or that you remember your dream. Maybe you don't remember your dreams anymore. There's some type of wealth here. There's some solitude here. Is this somewhere you know what I'm getting? It's like buried treasure that I'm getting here. It's almost like you put something there, not by yourself. You did this with someone else, somebody you loved. You may have done like a time capsule of things that you really loved, or the memories of this person, or you put it in the ground, is what I'm getting. It's like you buried it, or maybe this is more burying the past. I don't know. Hmm, doctors. Oh, you know what I'm getting with this? I'm getting like a scare here, maybe a pregnancy scare for you or your person. This is where strangers come together and become family. It's almost like it's definitely off the beaten path, but only select people seem to know there's wild horses here, or wildlife. I'm getting wild, a wild ride. I don't know why I'm getting it like that. Maybe you feed certain animals that you don't see these types of animals anywhere else. Yeah, bugs, insects. It might be certain insects are huge, or certain bugs come at certain times of the year, or I don't know what this is. What is this? Yeah, in your youth. This is somewhere you went when you were younger. You went there often, or you have a lot of memories of this place. You go there now in your dreamscape to remember, or to be with a certain somebody from that time. Obedience. Yeah. This is in youth. Maybe you had to leave suddenly. It's almost like you were when you feel lonely, this may be where you go to reconnect with somebody from your youth. Now, I almost feel like this is your person. You may have met them when you were younger, and you're going to run back into them later on. I'm getting that you may have gotten in trouble with this person before. Um, yeah, falling in love with this person. There was something that you weren't supposed to be doing here. Maybe it had something to do with you weren't supposed to be doing something here that a pregnancy would occur from, or a pregnancy scare. Wow, wedding. Yeah, you always thought you might marry this person. Yeah, you might have gotten in trouble a few times with this person, but you always thought you would marry them. Or maybe you talked about marrying them when you were kids, or made a pact with them that you were going to get married to them if you were still single by a certain amount of time. There's something to do with time here, putting down roots with a certain somebody that maybe was your first love, or this person that you were so in love with. Hmm. Just see here. Show me the love. They definitely you're going to see this person, this connection. Yeah, this is somebody you admire. Yeah, there was a connection here. Your connection is eternal and unbreakable. And there's some recognition here between the two of you. The divine will help you recognize signs and miracles and obstacles. Okay, so there was obstacles. Maybe you weren't allowed to be together, maybe due to religion or I don't know why that's coming up like that. Let's see. Yeah, your spirit's coming through on this. This is something that you need to be open to. There may be obstacles in the way here at this time. There's the true love card. This is who you truly are in love with. And still think about, and you go and see, you both go to the same place in your astral planing, in your dreams. Yeah, this is a spiritual journey that's maybe begun way back when you were younger. This person may be spiritual as well. Let's get, let's crack the deck one more time. Yeah, love conquers all. So I feel like this is somebody that you always felt you would marry. This is one of those times that I'm feeling this. If you are with somebody, you may have settled with somebody because you're still thinking about and seeing somebody in your astral planing, or your astro projecting, where you go to this place when you were a youth. This is maybe your first love, somebody you never got over, or that you always hope to see again. So, wow. Okay, let's get some initials here and see who this might be for you. All right, there is some uniqueness. They may have a U, and oh, there is an opportunity to take a chance here. And magic using your power, you're charming, and there's unforeseen forces coming through on this. Let's see one more. And essence, heart and soul, core values, your inner truth about how you really feel. There's a lot of vowels here, and M, and oh, another vowel, abundant. This is who you're feeling really abundant about, and that doesn't necessarily mean the dollar dollar. However, money is here, so this may be why you couldn't see this person. Maybe you were in the money, and the person, maybe they were somebody that just worked where you were, and you weren't supposed to be fraction, fraternizing with the help. I don't know if I said that right. It doesn't sound right, but anyways, you weren't supposed to talk to the people that work there. You weren't supposed to get involved with the people that work there. They were they were a lesser class, or maybe that's how your parents saw them, or maybe how they saw you if your person was of money and you were not. So, however that shows up for you, it was almost like there was some reason you couldn't come together at one point or another, having to do with class, though. One had money, one had less. But there is an opportunity for this to still come together. Wow. All right. Well, this is what I have for you for card 3. So please like, share, and subscribe. Become part of the Divine Oracle tribe if you haven't done so already. All right, you guys, take care, stay blessed, and we'll see you next time. Later.